Good morning.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Hi, Tom.
Hi.
Good morning, everyone. We wanted to jump on and announce one of our sponsors, Tom Nichols with Choice Home Warranty. And he is going to be one of our sponsors for our event on December 8th. And we just wanted to jump on quickly and introduce Tom and talk a little bit about his business.
First, does anyone really need to have an introduction of who Tom Nichols is in this business?
Oh boy.
No, Tom. Thank you so much for stepping up and being one of the sponsors. I mean, I think you've been in the business and around Central Ohio real estate for a long time, and thriving in any market. Right. The title of this event. You've seen different markets. Can you just talk about, from your side, from a home warranty side, especially the market that we just came out of, where it was great for us, it wasn't necessarily so great for you. Can you talk a little bit about that as far as, how you thought about business and just going through some of those ups and downs?
Sure. Yeah. Thanks. And by the way, the reason I'm involved in this is because anytime the two of you are involved, this isn't a smooch up thing, but anytime you two are involved in something, I want to be a part of it. I want to know. I've got enough of a history with both of you to know that what you are involved in is something that I want to be around. And I'm going to learn from the speakers, but I'm also just there to get the vibe of the room and get a sense for what's going on in the marketplace. And it is a ever shifting marketplace. And you're right, John. It has not been great for home warranty companies. It has not been a great few years for home inspectors or for anything that I think the words I hear oftentimes are dirty up a deal or muddy it up or whatever. You want that deal clean. And so the biggest challenge I've had is while I'm often known for being a talkative guy, a communicative guy, just getting the message out there that the money does not have to come from one side of the deal. We don't really care where the money comes from. If the sellers are offering, if the buyers are offering, and God forbid, if the realtors are offering, to pay for the warranty, then we'll make an avenue for them to do that. But it has been a real challenge for sure, and the struggle for a guy like me, and probably for both of you, when you are trying to protect your interests and your clients' interests, which, by the way, are our mutual clients. Your clients are my clients, and we need to always remember that we're all on the same team, ultimately protecting your clients' interests, and that spurs our business on. But it's been a real challenge because at the time when they are, in the past few years, when they have been paying a premium for that home, the one thing that is a rounding error on these deals, a home warranty, has been left on the side of the highway quite often, and it's very frustrating knowing that those, what companies like mine do is protect these new home buyers from that used home. and a lot of times they're the last ones who realize they're buying something that is less than perfect, less than pristine. And then I hear about it quickly after those deals transpire. So it's been frustrating, but you're right. The mood is the market is shifting. I don't know what the future holds. I hear all the time, folks, realtors and my fellow representatives in my business and just across the industry saying, I can't wait till things get back to normal. The heck does that mean? I don't think we're going back. I don't know where we're headed. There might be some similarities from the past that will appear in the future, but whatever things were, they're not going to be there again, maybe ever. It's a new world with people who have been living in a way that they haven't lived ever in the past few years. Why should we assume when they come out of their cocoons that they're going to find the same things to be the most important things in their life going forward? Things have changed, and we just need to embrace it and be prepared for it and not assume anything.
Yeah, Tom, what, just because I want to kind of get into the weeds a little bit with you, because like I said, I mean, the real estate agent side, we were still doing business, but really from the title rep side, or the home warranty rep side, your business was kind of the opposite. like there was a lull there because, home warranties weren't, like you said, they were left on the highway, right? The side of the highway. What were some of the things that you were focusing on, during that time to, stay top of mind, to still do business, to get home warranties, in place for, ultimately, like you said, our clients, they're mutual clients. We're a team. You're an extension of us. What were some of the things that you were focusing on?
Yeah, good question. Because you're right. So I just had to stop and pivot, to use a word I hear every now and again, and realize that I can't wait for the market to find me. I've got to go out and find the market, and that's something that I think my company is really good at and was really good at. Think about it. At any given time, there are, well, right now there's only 1.3 million, give or take, million homes and 60 million plus households around the country. Well, guess what? We'll put warranties on any home, whether it's in a real estate transaction or not. And so while we didn't drop our focus on the real estate industry, that's my job. We certainly did just fine in the existing home marketplace because we were always good at that. That's our core competency. And so we've always been very good at connecting with buyers or people who are in their homes already. So we were able to take that knowledge, that understanding, and try and adapt it to my world in the real estate industry. And so I think we did a very good job at utilizing folks like me to convey that message and make sure that the realtors understood that the buyers could also fund their own home warranties. And believe me, I would get questions all the time. Can the buyer pay for their own home warranty? And it sounds like a silly question, but it was one that nobody had to face by and large until a few years ago. I guess it's probably 3 or more years ago. So having to re-educate myself and you and all of your friends in the real estate industry. And also it allowed us to make new connections in title and lending and other ancillary, tertiary, whatever the right word is, businesses, and find new avenues to get at our shared client, the buyer. Now things are changing again, and we're starting to see it again. Not to say go back to normal, but an appreciation that the listing is leverage. It always has been, but now you might need to focus on other things besides the product because the price of a mortgage is going. Everything is changing. So how can you leverage that listing? And one of those ways is to give that buyer peace of mind. And things like a home warranty can play into that by being prepared to offer something, not just the house, but say, we know that the furnace is 20 years old. We know that the water tank is 8 years old. We know that those things are going to fail eventually. Here is something that we, the seller, are providing to you, the buyer, to deal with that eventuality. It's going to happen. The furnace is going to fail. The water tank's going to fail. My water tank failed this summer. 35-year-old water tank. I think it's older than both of you. Right? Yeah. Okay. Not quite older than me, but 35 years old. They don't last that long anymore, generally speaking. But when it was time, I had a way to protect my budget, and I had a home warranty, and so that's it. So you can use a home warranty to help leverage that listing, and from the buyer's side, I think you're getting a lot less feedback or kickback in regards to requesting and demanding a few things, and hopefully a home warranty is one of those things that you might ask for more often.
That reminds me of the time recently, not too recently, but maybe in the summer, that somebody asked me if they could write a counteroffer. And I laughed like, yeah, the buyer can pay for a warranty, just like we can counteroffer,
Right. But yeah, the world, it goes up and down. I'm reading things this morning on Inman News and on other realtor-related resources, real estate industry-related resources, and it's confusing. the predictions about what the future holds. Boy, I wish we could all predict those things. I have no idea what's coming next. I do know that furnaces are going to continue to get older, and water heaters are going to continue to get older, and there are going to be expectations that somebody is going to be able to snap their fingers, and if it's not me, it's going to be you guys, and we're going to have to make things right. It's the amazing. I'm amazed all the time that what I sense from home buyers is they're the last ones to know that they're buying a used house. And a lot of them don't realize that they're now the landlord. They're in charge. I know you tell them, but I don't know if they necessarily internalize all of that stuff.
Yeah.
So regardless, if that furnace or that air conditioner or that water tank fails, if it's in the early days after a real estate transaction, it's certainly true. But even if it's a year or 2 or 3 later, a lot of times you are going to hear about it and say, "Why did you sell me this house with this old air conditioner?" or whatever it is, right? And that's where companies like mine, and preferably my company, Choice Home Warranty, can come in and help them deal with those eventualities. It's not insurance in regards to, well, what happens if a tree falls on the house? That may or may not happen. It is certain that the water tank is going to fail. It is certain that the furnace is going to break down. It's certain that the air conditioner is going to give out. And on the hottest day of the year, you're going to need cold air, and you're going to need somebody to come out there and help you. And that's where folks like us come into play.
Yeah, and through your strategic partnerships, and like with you, Tom, and Choice Home Warranty, I tell clients, like, things will break. From an agent standpoint, that gives you a chance to actually shine, right? Hey, we partnered up with Choice Home Warranty, right? I understand things will break within your home. Typically, the first year of you owning it, there's going to be something that breaks. And here's why we partnered up with Tom, right? Tom will step in and help out. And from an agent standpoint, it's your opportunity to go above and beyond, right? Where they're frustrated, they're, upset, they got to come out of pocket sometimes with some money. This is the time for you to kind of turn that situation from bad to great, right? And to further build that relationship with the client.
And you can use a home warranty as a realtor, as a listing client. Think about this, and we're alluding to it as this market is changing to whatever it's going to be. But right now, it's certainly true that the seller that a few months ago had all of the leverage no longer has all of the leverage.
Yeah.
And that's where things like home warranties, and I'm not, there are other things, but my little space is home warranties. That's where using a home warranty as a negotiating tool can be a way to protect your seller. And it allows you to put a chip on their stack of chips that you're negotiating on their behalf. So home warranty companies like mine will offer, through the real estate industry, to realtors specifically, not to FSBOs, but to real estate agents, an opportunity to use the home warranty as a negotiating chip. And it's called seller's coverage or listings coverage. And you talk about me getting into the weeds, John. You don't want me to get into the weeds, not right now. But I can get into the weeds about this stuff. I'm often accused of getting too deep into the weeds. But if anybody wants to talk to me about listings coverage and how to utilize that, please don't hesitate to reach out. And hopefully you'll give me your business card when we're standing at the Thrive in Any Market workshop, and we can find a time to get together and talk about it in more detail.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Tom. We really appreciate you always showing up for our industry and sponsoring our event. We always know we can count on you, and we really appreciate that.
Well, thank you for having me. Thank you for thinking me first and allowing me to be a part of this great event. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, just so everyone knows, December 8th, it is officially sold out. Rand and I were just talking. We are going to be probably creating a little, wait list if people decide not to show up, or things get moved within their schedule. But we are jam-packed. We are sold out. We are excited, not just with our sponsors, but with all of the speakers. We have a range of topics that's going to be going on, and ultimately, Justin Nelson from Sphere Rocket, which is the company that Rhiannon and I and several others here locally use for virtual assistants. Again, how can you create leverage within your business? It doesn't matter the market, right? For like what Tom said, I had to go out and find the new market, right? And not wait for it to come to me. So it's going to be a jam-packed day. I promise you will walk away with nuggets and things that you can go back and implement into your business. It's a perfect time right now. December 8th, it's from 9 to 3. Don't miss it. Don't put things in your calendar to miss it. Be there. And Tom, thanks so much, because without our sponsors, we wouldn't be able to put this event on. And we appreciate you coming and stepping up for us to really bring value to just other real estate professionals, not even agents, real estate professionals of creating this space with us.
Well, thank you.
Oh, excuse me. Thank you, Tom. We appreciate you. Have a
We'll
good
see you
day.
soon, everybody.
All right. See you guys.